Now this is the only difference between triangle law of vector addition and parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition I have already stated, the diagram will be this one. The only difference is this side which originates from the same point. Diagram will remain same, vector A is there, vector B is there, angle theta is there, because these vectors, this line and this line are parallel. So this angle is this angle is angle between the direction of the two vectors. Alpha will be the direction for will give the direction of resultant is R. Rest will remain as it is. We will obtain resultant as a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta under root, and direction is given by tan alpha b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. This you have already derived in triangle law of vector addition. The same concept will be applied over this diagram also. This is for parallelogram law of vector addition. Now for the combined both the laws, there are three special cases depending on the angle between the two vectors. If suppose case 1, if the two vectors are parallel or are acting along same direction, say for example vector A is in this direction and vector B is also in this direction, then what will be the resultant? Both are in parallel. So theta will be 0 because both are parallel. Angle is 0. Put the angle in magnitude, formula of magnitude. A square plus b square plus 2ab cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now this can be under root a plus b whole square, which makes a plus b come out from the under root. So resultant will be obtained as sum of the magnitude of the two given vectors. This will give the magnitude which will be maximum. You cannot get the magnitude more than the sum of the two magnitudes of given vectors. So this is the maximum resultant magnitude you can obtain. Now how to find the direction? Again the formula for direction is this. Put the value of theta. Theta is 0. So b sin 0, a plus b cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. But because sin 0 is 0, so this whole term becomes 0, which makes alpha as 0. If alpha becomes 0, be careful. If alpha becomes 0, that means the resultant will be in the direction of the given vectors. Alpha is 0, that means resultant is also in the direction of given vector. So the resultant vector can be given as vector A magnitude, vector B magnitude, and this is R, which is A plus B. This is case 1. When the two vectors are parallel or in same direction, the resultant will be maximum, and the direction of resultant will be along the given vectors. Now case 2. If the two vectors are perpendicular, say for example two vectors A and B are mutually perpendicular, then theta will be 90. Resultant cos 90 you all know is 0. So resultant will be a square plus b square plus 0, a plus b square. This is the value of resultant magnitude when theta is 90. And tan alpha is sin 90 is 1. So b upon, because cos 90 is 0, so b upon a. Tan alpha is b upon a. Now alpha becomes tan inverse. This is known as tan inverse bracket in bracket b upon a. This is direction in case when the two vectors are mutually perpendicular. Now the case 3 is very, very important. If two vectors are exactly opposite in direction, say one vector is in this direction and another vector is in this direction. So the angle is 180. If the two vectors are exactly opposite to each other, then theta is 180. You all know the value of cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. Now put the values. R equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab in bracket. Value of cos 180, that is minus 1. So this is a minus b whole square. So in resultant you will get a difference. This is the sign of difference. Why I am saying this difference? Because I don't know which value is greater, whether A is greater than B or value of B is greater than A. So I am taking it as difference of A, difference B. This will give the minimum. So resultant will be minimum, that is the difference of the magnitude of the two given vectors. This is resultant, minimum. For direction, again you will take sin 180, sin 180 is again 0, alpha is again 0. Now there arises a confusion. If alpha is 0, that means resultant will have the direction of given vector, which I have discussed in case 1. But here both the given vectors are in opposite direction. So if I am saying that alpha is coming out to be 0 in opposite cases, then resultant will take the direction of that vector which has greater magnitude. Here in this particular example, the difference of two vectors, I am considering it as this, A difference B, that is B minus A, and direction will be this, because vector B is greater than vector A. This will represent R, that is vector B minus vector A. This is sign of difference. So keep in mind, if there is difference of two vectors, the direction will be the direction of that vector which has greater magnitude. This is all about addition. We will discuss unit vectors, orthogonal unit vectors, and multiplication in next class.